Welcome back everybody to another video. This is a requested video on pricing. So if you are early to late game, I'm going to let you know what to buy. As for me, I'm late game, so there's barely anything for me to buy apart from Oath Recall or Immortal Summons, whatever you want to call it. That's the only thing that will give me progress in the game and make me stronger, because the people around my level are either whales or dolphins or people like myself. And the only thing I could buy is Oath Recall, because again, the newer units are the only thing that's going to actually push you forward and make you stronger, because they're the newest thing out in the game. So yeah, but if you're early game, you can buy certain things. But if you was going to buy the Oath Recall, for example, Oath Recall won't be strong if you're going to spend barely anything on it in the early game, because if you buy one of these characters, first of all, can they even work in your team? Do you even have the other characters to work with it? If you don't have the other characters to work with it, then it's even more useless than me buying it. If I was going to buy one copy, it will be stronger than your one copy, if that makes any sense, because my one copy has people to work around for it to be decent. But if you have barely anything, this character's not going to be able to work in a team you put it in. So it's going to be even worse. And then on top of that, if you just went and spent your money somewhere else, you probably would have got better things of that area where you're missing, that little gap where you're missing. You could have probably got better things over there and became stronger. So again, kind of a waste of money, not good. But if you're in the mid game, you can buy anything in the mid game, because eventually you get to the late game and this character will still be good, and you will of course have things around it to be strong. So yeah, in the mid game it's good, and in the mid game you can't really buy anything bad because everything's going to be good for you. But in the early game, like I said before, if you buy something that's too new, it's not going to be as strong. You don't have the things to work around it. And if you're in late game, you can't really buy the low end stuff, because the low end stuff aren't going to do anything apart from waste your money. So yeah, so I'm going to talk about the early game stuff and end game stuff at the same time. I'm not going to go through them one by one. I'm going to let you know if it's good or bad. So the first thing, the new character, what came out, of course, she's a really strong character. One of the only strong characters at 6-star that could be extremely strong to your team. They just nerfed her today, where that she can only let someone ult once before they can continuously ult and be annoying, but they nerfed her because it was a bit too strong. But overall, she's still a strong character. Would I advise people in the early game to buy her? Not really, because there's no need for you to ult continuous times in the early game, because again, you can use someone like Femis, for example, that's worth like $2 from the deal. I think it's like a 2-week deal you can buy. Yeah, if you buy a Femis, if she gets a kill, she can ult again and kill the whole enemy team. So again, not really good thing to buy if you can get Femis for $2. And also, if you're a player like me, end game or mid game, yeah, she's insanely strong for people like us in the mid to early game, because her at 6-star is basically just as strong as the other characters at like 9-star, 8-star. So again, mid to early game players, I'd recommend buying her. But if you're in the early game, not to buy her. Overall, Immortal Summons are for late game people. So if you're extremely late game and you got money to put in, buy characters. It doesn't have to be her. It could be maybe one of the older characters, like one of these last season characters. It can be one of those. But would I recommend buying Nyx or Lamia? Please do not buy any of these characters, because you can get them for free. All you have to do is use the Oracle coins and you can get them. And there's no need for you to spend a lot of money on Nyx when you can get her from the calendar. You can buy her from the Oath Recall, or you can probably get her for free. So again, or like a free summon. So again, you wouldn't want to spend your hard-earned money on a character that's really old when you can buy one of the newer ones, which are harder to obtain and isn't free. So yeah, this is only for like the end game people. And also, if you summon 100, I forgot to let you, if you also summon 100 of these characters, or 100 summoned, you can get a free one here. So it's always good to try get to the 100 mark, where you can actually get one of these characters for free. If you get to 50 or 30, it's not that good, because they don't really give you anything good. So please try to get to 100 as best as possible to save as much money. And the deals here, Immortal Packs, you can see that you can get free limited, but again, once you finish the limit, there will be a next deal. Only buy the hot deal. Do not buy any of these deals but at the bottom. All these deals are terrible except for the free one. The free one's free to play. But even if you've got money, always try to get this, because over time, I've got 70. I started this in November. Of course, I think I bought about 30 to 40. But since November, I always came here and bought the 5. And again, it's like 7.5k gems. You can buy this, and then over time it will be getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And then now I have 70. of course I'm gonna spend a bit of my gems, and then I'll have like 100 summons. With 100 summons, I can now get the free copy for summoning 100, and then I can also get my chances for getting a new character. And you're probably wondering, what is the chances? Anything below, anything around 40 or under is considered really lucky. If you have 50, that's normal if you pull one of these legendaries at 50, and 60 is extremely lucky. And then if you have like anything over 60, that's not really possible. But if it is possible, then you're definitely at the lowest percent possible. That's like a 1% chance, but I doubt that's even possible. So yeah, again, 30 or below, 40 or below is really lucky. 50 is the norm, and then 60 is where, again, you get the guaranteed character. And then these prices, these immortal packs, once you buy 3, a new pack will revive, and then you could buy that pack, and it will give you an option to buy it 3 times, and then another pack will come after that. But again, if you want to buy all these packs with like $500 or whatever, please make sure it'll be smart enough for you to buy all the packs from the hot first, then wait 2 weeks for the oath recall to come around again, and then you can buy all these packs again to save you way more money than buying one of these down here, which makes no sense. For example, you have 10 for $15 in my currency, and then down here it says you get 5 for 5 for the same price. So of course you're getting half for the same price, which is just kind of a robbery. So make sure you always get the immortal before buying any of these down here. So that's all for oath recall. Next thing you want to buy, this is, most people would disagree with this, but I'm going to explain how this is not good anymore. It used to be good, but it's not that good. Oracle Degree is really good in the early to mid game. If you're late game, it's not good anymore, and I'm about to explain why it's not good anymore. In the early game, buy this because any of the characters you get would always help you. And then on top of that, if you use it on rebate, you'll get the Oracle coins, would allow you to buy kind of one of the newish characters, and you could buy any of the old characters. Or maybe you can use the Oracle coins and spend it on Naui to make her really strong, because Naui is basically a royal. But she's a legendary, but basically a royal, and it's always nice to have a stronger Naui. So yeah, you can, in the early game, if you want Naui to be really strong, Naui's an amazing character. She's late game, super late game, and of course you can get her for free by doing anything really, by summoning her from the from summons, or you could buy her from the shop. If you want to spend money on her, that's even better. So again, early game, please buy Oracle Degree, is really good. Mid game, also buy this because any character you get, you might be lucky and get an Eudora, you might get a Nyx, something like that. It will be really good. But for late game, I'm going to explain why it's not good. For late game now, is this worth your money? So 50 for me is $50. It's good for you. It's probably going to be the same thing around. For me, 50 pounds. It's not that good, because what can I actually get for 50 pounds? So we already know you get 40 summons for 50, right? I want to go back and show you. So if I was going to buy this, I'll buy it now. I only get 40. We know, as late game people, we know in 40 you're probably going to get 1, maybe 2 if you're lucky, maybe 2, but it's often 1. So I'm going to get one royal for 50. Then we're going to see what royals can we get. Yeah, it's going to say we can get the new character, we can get Madeline, we can get Eudora, we can get Seraphina, we can get all these new characters. But realistically, we know we're going to get Halios, we know we're going to get Talos, we know that we're going to get Lachesis, we know we're going to get all these older units. If you're super unlucky, you may get a Mass, or you might get a Dolhan, right? That's what we know we're going to get. We're not going to get Eudora, we're not going to get Seraphina, and maybe we might get it, but the chances of you getting these super strong characters are extremely low. So why would I spend 50 over here to get maybe a Halios what I could buy for free, or a Dolhan that's not even worth my time? I can get him from Odyssey. Why would I get one of these for $50 or £50 when I can go here, for example, I can go here and spend 21, right? You're probably thinking, what can I buy for 21? Or maybe you can buy this one over here. Is it this one? Wait. Yeah, 25, I can get this, right? You get 33. And over here, you get 40. I can buy one of these, right? And then you're probably thinking, well, it's gems. It's not actually a pool, right? If I go back to the oath recall, over here, and click summon, I can basically spend maybe 40 attempts with 40,000 Of course, you're going to have gems on the side to calculate it up, but maybe I'm going to get 40 attempts. I'll have 40 attempts to get one of the newer characters. And if you want to spend a bit of money on top of it, because remember, you only spend £21, or you probably spent, how much is it again? It's probably like what, £21 or £25, right? I can put a bit of more money on top of it to make it add up to 50, just like the Oracle degree. I can literally do exactly the same thing and then get one of the newer characters for a tiny bit, maybe for £10 cheaper or $10 cheaper. So again, please do not buy the Oracle degree if you're late game, because it doesn't make any sense. And people may say, well, I want the Oracle coins. If you're late game like me, there's nothing really here you can buy. Your now is probably going to be really strong already. She's going to be like really stacked. Nyx is nice, but most of us going to have a good Nyx anyway. Seraphina, she's only good at like 9-star. Once you get to like 8 or 9-star, there's no point actually increasing her anymore. Janna, it's always time to get a strong Janna, but she's kind of getting outdated now. But you can always get a nice Janna. Lamia, again, she's good, but if you're using Doom, you've got plenty of my other options. And then Calf, she's just terrible. Again, Talinus is really strong, but you can get it for free. Don't worry, Halios. Karnak is nice, but you can get it from Odyssey. So you get the point, right? Nothing really here is actually worth your time. So again, if you're late game like me, don't buy the Oracle degree. Buy the gems. And the gems will be able to get you other things. And if you don't have the gems, then you're better off just buying the season pack thing here. You're better off buying. Wait, where is it? You're better off just buying this, honestly. At least for 50, because they dropped the price now. It used to be 100, but now it's 50. So for 50, why get an old character like Halios when you can get one of these new characters for 50 and move forward? You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, please, if you're late game, don't buy Oracle degree now. It's a waste of money. Buy one of these. This is £50 now. It used to be 100, but now it's 50. So if you want one character, one royal, go over here and get your royal, and that's it. Super new royal, one of the better royals now, and they're decent at 6-star. Like her, she's decent at 6-star. Go buy her and move forward in the game. Don't chance it on Oracle degree and get a Halios. Please don't do that. So yeah, other things for what you can buy if you're early game. These things are super bad. I'm going to explain why they're bad. They used to be decent, but they're bad now. The reason why I say they're bad now is because Ethereal used to have cat hair, but it's now this character. Of course, you don't want to get priority on this character. This character is bad. You don't want to get in priority. It used to be her before. So if you were Ethereal, spending hair was decent because you might get a few copies, but it's not that good anymore. Over here, exactly the same thing. The boosted character used to be her over here. Yeah, she used to be the boosted character, but she's not anymore. So again, not that good, because you don't want her, right? She's kind of bad, right? You don't want her, but it used to be her before. So again, the boost is quite bad for who was it? Ethereal and Val, terrible characters. This is okay but I won't recommend spending on Mystifier. So it's quite bad. So if you're using Mystifier early game, you're kind of wasting your time. You're putting yourself behind. Glorians is the only decent one. If you want to get a strong Naui, this is a cheaper way you can do it. You might not be guaranteed to do it, but at least you're getting a better chance than everyone else. So again, if you're early game and you're trying to get as much Nauis for the cheapest price possible with a chance on it, buy one of these. They're like $2. How much is it? Yeah, like $2-3, or for me it's pounds. But again, super cheap. You might get lucky, but I doubt it. I doubt you're getting lucky. But regardless of it, if you do get lucky, that's a super cheap Naui for you. Well done. If it's not a Naui, then unfortunate. But this is the only people that's actually worth buying if you want to use this. But it's a scam anyway. Synergy summons are not that good. It's not that strong. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Avengers is quite decent. She's always nice to have. But again, if you don't have Janna, she's not that strong because they work together. They're really in the same team. They're both strong and really annoying. So yeah, if you want to get her, I'd recommend it. But like I said before, synergy summons are not that good. I've got 36, so you clearly see I'm not using it. And then for Doom, Doris is here. Doris is really strong, but I wouldn't recommend spending for Doris because you can get Doris for free. So it's kind of a waste of money spending over here. So I think personally, the game or the devs should fix synergy summons because they're not actually worth people's money, and the rate up heroes aren't that strong. Like Doris, definitely strong, but I wouldn't recommend people doing it because you can get it for free. Avengers, strong, I'm not going to talk about that. Again, Glorians, really strong. Ethereals, they should put someone stronger there. Even Dorabella will be nice, or maybe put Cat back there, that'll be better. And then for Val, they should at least put Femis there, or anybody else, because she's not that good. No one's going to use her. Maybe if you have exclusive runes, it can be nice because she could put a target on people, making people hit the back line, but overall, not worth the money. And then she's a newer character, so I have nothing to say about this. She's quite good if you're using Mystifier. So yeah, overall, I'd avoid this if you are early game or mid game or late game. I'd avoid this as best as possible. Not good. The actual shop itself, monthly cards. The first one is actually good. The first one's quite good. If you want to buy this, it's quite good. You get more bounties. Again, bounties can give you gems, which is nice. And then you have this too for the chest. That's nice too, to give you more points to level up. Definitely something worth buying. And then you get 200 gems daily and a one summon. Again, you get 30 summons at the end of the month. This one, however, is only good if you can hold a red terror. I don't know what's it called. Elite terror. Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant terror. If you can hold a brilliant terror, please get this. If you can't, don't even bother. And I'm going to explain to you why it's only good if you can hold one of these stones. So over here, this is what a brilliant tier 3 brilliant terror. If you can't hold this, don't even bother buying that bundle, because you got to think what you're going to get for it. If you can't hold that terror bundle or that brilliant terror, then there's no point. The bundle's not going to help you. Like this right here, is it this one? It's this one here. This would only help you if you got the red one. The gold one, the gold terror crystals or whatever, don't even bother. If you're early to mid game, don't stress out. You will always get the gold one. The gold one's so easy to get. Yeah, I'm saying it's easy, but I've been where you are. It's easy to get. Don't bother. There's so many gold ones around that no one's going to rob a gold one. There's so many around. You can sit in a gold one for days on end and just farm, right? You could farm quicker, but there's no reason for you to farm quicker because you don't have the units. You don't have so many units where you need the gold ones. You only need 6,000 per unit, and if you're early game, you're barely going to have a team, and if you're mid game, you barely got a second team. So you're only going to be needing 6 per character, and if you got 5 characters, that's not even that much. You're probably going to be needing like what, 56,000. So again, in 56,000 you're good, right? You don't need, that's all you need, and you can get that easily. You don't need a boost. But for now, if you're like late game like me, you got 2 to 3 teams. You need the red terror crystal. People would try and rob you for the red terror crystal, and maybe you might forget one day, you wake up, you forget, someone else has got it. You want to get the red terror crystal as quick as possible so you can put it on the newer units coming out every 3 months, and you can use it on all 3 of your units. So for me, getting 56,000 red terror crystals, it would take a very long time. So this is good for me to get quicker terror crystals so I can put it onto my units and make them stronger. So this is good for late game, but this one over here, the left one, is good for early to mid, and the right one's good for late game people. And as for this right here, the touch and the Valkyrie, we don't really need to touch the Valkyrie. No one really does. The Valkyrie actually doesn't really help you. Sure, it can give you another copy of a unit like Dorabella or like Elune or whatever her name is. Yeah, you can get another character of those, but not worth your time. I know they give you power, but the power's not that strong. And then over here, this 10% is definitely not worth it because I don't see the bonus when you have it. This doesn't do anything. This is for the lab. It doesn't really do anything. And down here, you get the gems and the 2 summons. That's nice, but who really cares when it's a better deal on the left? What else could you buy in this shop? This is I can't really talk about this. This is whatever. If you spend money, you just come here. Oh yeah, if you're early game, there's going to be like a limited bundle here in between daily and weekly. It's going to be a limited bundle here, and I remember where it has some of the older characters and some of the newer characters for like $100, for $50. They're actually quite good. I missed out when I was playing the game because I didn't actually know that was going to be a limited thing. But if you're new, there should be like a limited thing here with Arishtar as the thing. There's like Arishtar here, and it's gonna be like limited deals of like copies of characters, of like royals, of yeah, royals, other characters. Yes, that's pretty good. If you want to get a Karnak for $50, that's worth it because it's Karnak. There might be newer characters now, like there may be like Madeline or Nyx or something. They're also quite good if you want to get them for $50. But the one for 100, I wouldn't recommend it because again, like I said, if you want to spend $100, you might as well go to the Oath Recall, the Immortal Summon. You might as well spend 100 there, or spend 50 on Oath Recall, or not Oath Recall, sorry, the Oracle thing. Spend 50 there and get one of the newer characters, or go to the Oath Recall and spend 100 there. So the 100 is not that worth it, but the 50 is a limited thing for the new players. Not for me. This is weekly limited offers, but for newer players, the 50 limited deal is really good. But everything here is bad. I wouldn't recommend anything here. Everything here is quite bad. The dailies are bad. I wouldn't recommend it. They used to be good, but they're bad. Boss is good. This is really good. Wait, this is good. This is good here. You're probably thinking, why do I want gear for £20? For you, it's probably like $29 or $29, whatever. This is really good because it pushes you so far into the game. The speed that this helps you is actually crazy. Being able to buy gold gear and selling it later on when you get stronger is one of the best thing possible, because I'm going to show you what I mean. I've been playing for about nearly a year now, but I've been playing for what, 8 months. I have not finished my gear yet. I've got all the red boots, all the red helmet, and all the red weapon, but I haven't got the red chest, right? The chest costs 65,000 coins per character. I would need 5, right? 5 of these. And the only way you can buy this chest is from PvP, playing in arena. And there's some other PvE ways of getting it, but the PvE ways are so low currency that you probably get like 1,000 for like a week, just doing like a weekly event. But when you play PvP, you kind of need to build up in the ranks and get them daily. And then of course on Friday or Sunday, you get the final reward, and they're gonna give you like 2,000, 3,000. But it takes so long to get red gear, and I kid you not, red gear boosts your character's stats so high that you'll be able to survive strong blows from PvE. When you're playing PvE, playing in Odyssey, these bosses hits for a lot of damage. Being able to have more magical and physical damage is quite nice. And then in PvP, every character having a red weapon, so even characters outside my main team, like Talanis, like Selene, like Twins, they also got the red weapon. This is nice to have it on every single character. But if you're early to mid game, this is going to take you a really long time. It's going to take you a really long time. So it will be nice if you do have the money to spend it on the weapons. If you want to, it's never bad. It's never bad, because $20, you're probably thinking I could go get a character for that. But the gear is better than the character in the early game, because in the early game you only need 5 to 6 characters, and if you can get one of your strongest characters with strong gear, like a Naui for example, if Naui can't die, Naui can solo the whole game if she's got a striker bonus. Just all you need is a striker bonus, and every single round she gets stronger, stronger, stronger. And if you have her around 12 star, she will literally one-shot the enemy team. If you got her below 12 star, she could one-shot select people, but again, if you have her at 12 star, she's even stronger. And with the gold gear, she's not going to die. And eventually when you get to my stage, you're still going to have gold gear, but being able to sell your gold gear would put you ahead maybe 3 weeks. So again, gold gear, buying gold gear is not that bad, but everything else in the shop is bad. The super value, whatever this is called, super discount, it's not good. I wouldn't recommend anyone buying this. I don't even know what the hell it is, but I know that my money wouldn't go here. Even if you're rich, I would say if you're rich, if you drive Lamborghinis outside, you know, you got a mansion, I wouldn't recommend you buying this either, because it doesn't really make any sense. You get these feathers, right? You'll get these feathers, and then you'll need 360 to buy the character up here, and then eventually you'll get one of these other characters. They change over time, maybe like every month they change, or every 3, no, not every month, sorry, maybe like every 3 months they will change based on the season, but they cost too much money, and you don't already have the freedom to actually spend the money properly. If they said, hey, you can get the newest character, or you can get one of these new characters plus their relic that they work with, fine, that's a good deal. But getting one copy for an extremely high price is just not smart, you know. So don't buy this. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend buying that. That's it really. It's not much things I can tell you what to buy and what to not buy. There's not really other things you could buy. If you're probably wondering, oh yeah, also yeah, one more thing, forgot to tell you. If you're early game or mid game, make sure you go onto the calendar, like these calendars here. Make sure you go on the calendar and buy certain things, right? You can spend $1 a day and get 2 copies of this, right? That's good if you get 2 copies of this for $1, because this will help you in the late game to get the red runes. The red runes are so hard to get because they take so long to get. If you can get 2 copies of 5, they'll give you 10. That's nice to get 10 for $1. Or maybe you want to get 2 of these, the Oracle coins. I used to buy this. I used to spend $1 on the calendar so I can get 2 copies of this. That was nice for me because it helped me in the game to get further than trying to get the 5 more from like Lost City or something. I could just get it from here. And also, most people don't know, if you get the calendar finished like here, you got 24 hours to buy the character again. So as for me, when the calendar gets to 240 days, if I click Janna, I'll get Janna for free. Then the game will say, hey, would you like to buy Janna again, or would you like to have another Janna for $60? You can buy her right now. You can click yes or no, but you only got 24 hours. So please remember, when you finish a whole entire calendar, so again, for me, for 270 days, it's going to say you get a free Lamia. If you get a free Lamia for 270 days, then it's going to say, hey, would you like to buy her? She's worth $60. Yes or no? It is good depending on who you buy. So again, let's go all the way back to the beginning. Maybe on the newer service, it's probably not Nyx, it's probably other characters. But twins, definitely do not buy twins. I don't think you can even buy twins. So let's move on. Arkdina, definitely do not buy her for $60. A waste of a character. She would need a skin to be good. Halios, do not buy him for $60. He's not even worth being free. Nyx, not really, not anymore. I wouldn't say she's worth $60 anymore, but she was $60 in the past. But you can get her free in Oracle. Eudora, definitely buy this. I didn't buy it because I don't use ethereals. But if I had the money to waste or money to use, I'll buy Eudora for $60. Definitely buy this. This is a guaranteed yes. Please buy this. If you have reached 150 days, buy her again for $60 because she's definitely worth more than $60. I'll say she's worth 100. So definitely buy her. And you can't even get her for free unless you get super lucky in pools. Then yeah. But I would recommend you buying this at any stage of the game. From early to late, buy this for $60. Do not buy this for $60. Kath is not good at $60. She's not even worth being free. Terrible character. Seraphina, no, not really, because you can get her for free now in the Oracle shop. But if you want Janna, if you want her to have her strong passive ASAP, let's say you want her ASAP, you want her passive, then yeah, buy her. But Seraphina is a really strong character. Just because she only heals, don't think she's not strong. She's insanely annoying to deal with. She's like a mosquito. She's just so annoying. Yeah, that's how strong she is. She might not be able to do damage, but she's just irritating to be on the enemy team. So again, if you want to buy her for $60, I won't say it's bad, but you can spend your money better than that. But again, you can buy her. Janna, do not buy her. Janna's quite outdated now. She can do a big burst of damage, but again, in 240 days, you're probably going to be like me, for example. In my stage of the game, I wouldn't buy Janna for that much because by the time I reach 240 days, I could probably buy something better than that. So Janna's a pass for me. Lamia, she's also going to be a pass for me because in 270 days, it's going to be what, season 3? I could probably spend that $60 on one of the newer characters and move forward. And Lamia might be bad in 270 days. I do not know, but I wouldn't recommend buying Janna or Lamia around these high dates. But Seraphina and Eudora could for me definitely be a buy. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the video. I don't want to make the video too long. That's the only thing I'm going to recommend you to buy. There's nothing else to really buy in this game apart from those. If you got any other suggestions of packs you should buy, put them in the comment section. I'll comment on them. But yeah, that's it for the video. If this video did help you, please like and subscribe, and I'll try and make other videos like this to help players progress in the game. But thanks for watching.